Hi guys, how are you doing today? I am doing What's New Wednesday again. I think it's going to be like my new thing for a little while. So, so I think that it gives Debbie a little bit of time to rest and catch up from her weeks of during her week from having to make all the phone calls and the process of going to this person and that person. So it's been very busy around here, and I think giving her a break on Wednesdays is a good thing to have. So I think that we'll still be doing this for a little while longer. So bear with me. Hi, Thelma, Irene, and Mary R. And I know that Roberta is usually listening. So hi, Roberta. And did we miss anybody up higher? Are we good?
Go for our early birds.
There you go, early birds. And we are set. So I'm going to just start us off with what we have that came in this last week. We have several boxes that are needing to be gone through still. So just you wait. We'll have some more next What's New Wednesday.
Yes, we will.
So we have our Peterson and Arns papers came through, paper accents, and we've got 4.25 by 5.5, 250 piece envelopes. We have the cards that match in our super value packs. These are pretty great to be able to put on your covers and just move right through them. They're so handy and easy to use. So if you have a lot to make for this Christmas season coming up, this is a great way to go. We have 4.25 by 5.5 in 50 piece cards with envelope sets. And then we have 5 by 7 with 250. And these are the cards. And then here's our 250 stack of envelopes. So you can make a couple of different styles with these. And in fact, because they're 5 by 7s, you can make your Z folds and gate folds, and several of them on the lower cost from the post office too. So if you're thinking about how expensive 250 envelopes are going to be for you, that might be a good way to do this in order to keep your costs down at post office.
Yep. Say hi to Glenn.
Hi, Glenn. Okie dokie. And then we have some other ones here. We've got some packs of cardstock sheets. These are just going to be miscellaneous colors in a 5 by 7. They're different weights and finishes. So you will have, I don't know if we've ever showed these open before. So I'm just going to go ahead and open one. And if you haven't seen these, they're great. They're assorted cardstock. So you're going to have anything from the linen in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 sheets. Looks like about 4 sheets of each. You've got cream linen. And then you've got pearlescent in a linen color, in a cream color. And you'll get 4 of those. Pearlescent white. These are really neat because it's a nice weight you can add to it, and it's already cut down for you in that 5 by 7. And let's take a look here. We've got almost kind of a brighter white. It's not silver, it's definitely white, but this is 4 more. And then we've got our white glitter, and that's what's in this pack. So 5 by 7s, various weights and finishes. Each one feels fairly thick, but since I don't have a number, I can't tell you exactly how much the GSM is. We've got extra heavyweight envelope pack in black. These are A2s. That's 4.25 by 5.5 cards, and there are 20 pieces in a pack, and it's 100 pound. And it comes with black cards, but white envelopes. Just something for you to be aware of.
Does the glitter rub off?
Oh, that is a good question. Let me take a look. I'm going to say probably not. It's done by the same company that has done all of our other glitter pages or cards. So those blues and purples and teal, the ocean teals, all those are done by Paper Accents as well. And those do not fall off. I have even run those through the dye system. So coming from the same company and the feel of it, it seems very similar to those extra ones. We have extra heavyweight, 100 pound, in white A2s. So you've got your A2s and your envelopes. And then again in craft A2, white envelopes. And then we have some cardstock that is 25 pieces of 5 by 7. So this is not a card. It is just giving you that white cardstock already pre-cut to that 5 by 7 size. So nice and handy to have around. And that is the, don't want to say boring stuff because cards are never boring, right? But I have some fun stuff. So are we ready? Graphic 45 has come out with a new Alice in Wonderland. It's a little bit different than her last pack, which was blues and pinks. And this one is called Curiouser and Curiouser. And it is in red, blacks, and almost like a golden yellow color. So let's take a look. I'm going to show you the back of this one. It is our 12 by 12 pack, but I'm going to show you the 8 by 8 version just because it's easier to make it all fit on the screen for you and get in a little bit closer too. So here is our 8 by 8 pack. You'll get the same thing in an 8 by 8, 12, and a 12 by 12. It will just be different per pad of paper. That will be the only difference is the size. So this is our 8 by 8 Curiouser and Curiouser. Let me do it from this direction. So in the 8 by 8 you get 3 sheets. This is our first one. Little red, well, not red hearts, excuse me, cream hearts. You might have had us go away for just a moment. We are back though. Let me know if you can't see something and I'll put it back on. So this page is called Happy Hour. And look at that really interesting design on the back. And you can see how it's got that goldish. It isn't shiny, so it isn't gold, but it is a gold color. Got some borders there at the bottom, several different little tuck-in cards. Your Harlequin back. These are hearts in the various different prints. And this one is called Joyous Possibilities. And then this is the back. I think I like the back on this one just as much as I like the front. Sometimes the backs can be really just a background, but sometimes they can be so pretty when you use them just the right way. Like that one. Look at that one. That is the back of Curiouser and Curiouser's Always Late. That is me, always. I feel like it anyways. And this one is called Beautiful Nonsense. You can dream it, you can do it is on there as a saying. Then this is that background. It's just like a little flower. Oh, these roses are quite interesting considering that they didn't paint these red. Outlandish Odyssey. And it's got even a smaller style print on the back of that same flower. Actually, on the back, it looks more like a hydrangea flower. I don't know if I can get it. There we go. Hold really still, Margie. And then those are the roses again. And then we have Adventure Time, which is all the wording. Keep in mind, you get the same prints in your 12 by 12. I just wanted to be able to bring this up a little bit closer so then that way you could see it just a little bit better. And then this is a really pretty back. Have a little tuck-in note or use it as your card insert. And then let's see. This is the Patterns and Solids for it. It's in a 12 by 12. You get 8 patterns and solids, 2 of each sheet. Let me turn that around for you the right way. There we go. And then this one has the same color backing, but it's a different print. A red solid. With this leaf. I really think this design is very unique. I haven't seen this one that I recall before from Graphic 45 of you. This is the other one that has a red backing. Hearts. Red hearts. I'm waiting to see red roses. We'll see. Because, you know, that's a definite thing that should be happening on these pages. This is a very faint ivory print. It is of flowers. Looks like some fern as well. And then this is the front. Same background for these, but this is the black and white. It's actually more of a cream, black and cream. I'm not going to say that many of these are actually white. In fact, the gold seems to have white behind it a little bit more than the rest, but it's a definite cream.
That's Alice in Wonderland at Disney.
Alice in Wonderland is not it. Yes, Alice in Wonderland is in Disney, and Disney obviously liked them because they did the mirror with Mickey. I don't know if Through the Looking Glass, I think.
Okay.
But it's actually an older children's book, except the Johnny Depp movie. I know of it a little, but never watched or read it except the Johnny Depp movie. Okay. The Johnny Depp is pretty interesting. Disney also did a version of a TV series that had the same girl that was in the Johnny Depp version. And then it brought a very interesting storyline to it. It was very different. But yes, Lewis Carroll. Thank you. I knew it was Lewis. I couldn't think of the last name to save my life. So yes, same person. So just like any of the Disney stories, I think Walt Disney took the various bits of information from an old storyline and brought it to new information. I think that I'd mentioned this before with the Chowbella Midnight Spell. It was very interesting because it had a blue dress that I didn't recall that it had been a blue dress in the original writing. And someone said that it wasn't and was able to give me the actual color. So they just kind of will tweak things to make it more similar to what they have. I absolutely love Helen Bonham Carter is the queen in the Johnny Depp Disney version. Okay, let me double check here. There might be another item in here as well, but I'm not positive. So from this section, so I may end up coming back to this here in a few minutes. So again, this is Curiouser and Curiouser. These are the sticker sets. Nice borders, lovely little pop of color. We have some rub-on sets. So this is one of the rub-on sets. And then here is the other one. They definitely used, the queen is very much in the actual book diagram style. Other pieces, for the most part, all the butterflies, the timepieces, things are not quite as vintage, but this picture and this picture and that picture are definitely in the old versions of the book. And then we've got some neat backgrounds with butterflies and flowers. If you can dream it, you can do it. Every adventure requires a first step. And then we have the tags and frames. Mariar, as far as the process goes, there's quite a bit of debate as to why Alice saw those strange things. But on the whole, it was that she was having dreams. Cheshire Cat. Look at all of these little tags. Now this is on the chipboard, so it's a nice thick chipboard, and you can either keep them with the holes in or the holes out on these tags and use brads instead with it, which would be a lot of fun. Yep, this is definitely the old book version of pictures. I'm having a tough time getting that one to, there we go. Let me see. Let me get out all the rest of the busyness of it, because when you put them all together, there's a lot, but you put them on each separately and they're all beautiful. This gives you an idea too of the size of some of these tags. I always found that Alice, the drawing of Alice with the longer neck, was always very interesting. And she's on this one right here with her very long neck. Pardon my phone, it keeps making some little noises over here. These are really rich looking frames. I really like the colors in this. Got this tag that goes from small to large. I can put a puzzle together. Yes, I can. It just doesn't want to. There we go. So that's 3 different pieces of frames. And then, of course, some of these frames that are bigger had other pieces that have already been shown. They just don't always stick together when you dump them out of the bag. Maybe the word dump goes very specifically with that. Maybe I shouldn't have dumped. Move those off to the side. So here's our ephemera pieces. I'm going to hold this up just because it may be easier to see some of these. Perfect. Thank you. There you go. So we've got rabbits and teapots and a falling Alice, roses, the Mad Hatter, the dodo bird, those poor flamingos. So some of them are a nice size, nice and big. And I like these to fill some of the spaces. But then it's always nice to just put on just a little one. There we go. That may help us try and, because it is a lot of color that I have on all at once in this little pile of. It's a pretty, I like that one. You could set it up as either a banner or you could set it up to be different vocal points. And we've got so many of these tinier ones that I'm just going to set a few of these on here, because it's amazing how they can make all these different sizes of ephemera and how they are all usable. Look at that very thin line. If you can dream it, you can do it. Wrong way. There we go. Mirror image is not my liking. For whatever reason, I have a tough time trying to figure that one out. There we go. There's lots of miscellaneous hearts on here. I'm going to show a few of them. Some butterflies to accent. Lovely little teapot with the falling Alice on its picture. Oh, the king. I really do like that they've come up with the curiouser and curiouser as part of the sayings on this. We have stamps. There's an Alice card. That one is a nice large one. And in fact, you can take, it's two separate pieces. So you can either just use the frame or you can do a buildup of both. I could see that one being used in lots of different places. So that should give you a good idea of the ephemera piece. And now we have our second piece of new graphic 45 that just came out. This is called the Season to Celebrate. So it's going through and it's taking your spring, summer, winter, fall, and this is the Patterns and Solids version. So you can kind of see what the colors are going to be like within each of the seasons. Flowers should be key right in there. Spring, summer, fall, winter. So here's our first page. It's just a cover showing you the fronts and backs of each. So it is the same style. So it's 16 sheets, 2 sheets with each of the designs, and there's 8 pattern and solids. So here's the first one. It's really faint. You can barely see that it's got a print on it because of the dark richness, but you can definitely see it in person. And I'm not sure if I get just the right shadowing. There we go. There we go. It's just barely there as a print, but you can see it. And then this is the larger print. We have green. And we have green in stripes. And then that same kind of patterned background. And green in flower print. I wonder if I jumped through those blues too quickly. I think I did. I think we had another print. Yes. There's the other part of that blueprint. So here's our background of pinks. Stripes. And then our pinks. Little vines. And then I'm going to guess that these are the fall colors, but I could be wrong. Could be wrong, but I think it's that. Maybe not. I think winter is the blue. There's the background of the red and the other front. Very, very pretty. So let's take a look at our 8x8. Bear with me, guys. I'm looking for my 12x12. I think our 12x12 is still in some of the boxes that have arrived, because I'm not seeing them in the box that's listed. So I bet you that we still have some stuff to go through. So here is our pictures in the 8x8. Remember that in the 8x8 you get 3 sheets and 8 double-sided patterns. So again, season to celebrate. So yep, this is the fall. And this one is called Autumn Floral. This one is Autumn Cut Apart, which you wouldn't get from this side, but you do get it from this side. Actually, I want to hold it a little bit stiller for just a little bit longer because this has quite a few things to see at one point. My favorite color, autumn. This one is the Summer Floral. And this is the Summer Cut Apart. All those sunflowers and poppies, some of my favorites. This is our Spring Floral. Yep, definitely see some spring going on there. And what I don't necessarily, I guess pansies and things would be part of the spring colors of crocus or purple, but I tend to equate purple with fall. But this is our spring background to our spring cutabout's. So it's always nice to kind of be surprised by something that you see. Makes you take a second look. And I'm seeing a tea theme as well as the flowers going on for all the seasons. This is the Winter Floral. And I'm going to assume that this says Winter Cut Aparts. I should probably look just to be safe. Yes, Winter Cut Aparts. Oh, so pretty. I do like these. My tummy's talking. Okay, we've got our sticker set. So warm and cozy to Thanksgiving, life in bloom, hello sunshine. Lots of florals and borders on this one, as well as a few medallions and tags. The rub-ons to this one are beautiful. Yeah. I mean, and I've only seen the first page, but I'm letting you know right now. It is beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And then here's the other one. I like that it's Graphic 45 has done a lot of calendar ones like Time to Flourish and our Flower Market and our Life Abundant are all calendars. So it is nice to have something that kind of just captures the season instead of being so specific to a month.
What's this collection called again?
Season to Celebrate. So again, those are the rub-ons. And this one doesn't have tags and frames. It has journaling cards, and I think that the journaling cards will go so nicely. Look at that. So you've got your winter season, and your journaling cards have the calendar on them. So look at that. the difference between the two. You've got the word or you've got a beautiful picture. March. I really do like how they set these up.
Yeah. The pictures are almost a card in themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. And then can you imagine just putting a little bit of your a little bit of your ephemera in a corner, or some of your stickers with the dot, with the medallions or stamps. I got fancy with how I showed these, huh? That made it a lot easier once I figured out what they were doing with it. September. October. November. Yeah, this is gonna be my set for the year. I like this one a lot. Of course, I really liked the autumn greetings that we had earlier this last part of the summer was our autumn greetings. And we have those now in an album set and in a card set. So I'll show you those here really quick in just a moment. So I feel like maybe these are all so much smaller. These are a nice size. I like this size. So they will very easily go at the bottom. They thought this through with going on the bottom of your little journaling cards or on your cut aparts. Little spoons, teacups.
Yep, Glenn says just stickle them and that's it.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that statement. I think that you can see those all pretty well. Have our little birdies. Lots of sayings in this one.
Mary says she's going to call Graphic 45 to complain because there's no daffodils.
Well, you know, I can see that. I definitely pick up anything in daffodils if I can. Again, lots of little medallions. I like this. If I hadn't said it a minute ago, I'll say it again. I like this one a lot. I'll never get these straightened back out again, ever, but it's fun. Oh, so pretty, pretty colors. And you know what I like too? They all join together quite nicely in their colors, so that if you didn't want to make a card specifically about a season, you could totally use that ephemera and it would look great with your patterns and solids just as easily as with your other pieces. So this is our autumn greetings, and this is the album kit. Now, I love this little button. Isn't that cute? Okay, I like the buttons a lot. We have a deconstructed trifold waterfall folio album. Now try saying that 5 times fast. It's not happening. And the way that it's set up is very interesting. We'll look at this a little bit more because this is one of the ones that came in, but you are taking and you're able to put your waterfall into your own style. And that's part of the reason why it's considered deconstructed. You can choose how you want to put this together. In comparison to before, their waterfall ones came already pre-made and all attached. So it gives you a little bit more leeway to play with. Look at these. Now these are brads, specifically stamped metal brads. This is new. I love this. You could use these brads on any of your tags and frames. I just pointed them out. I did not know that the brads were in here yet, so surprise. Okay, so it comes with the brads. It comes with the sticker set. Basically, you get one of everything. It comes with the tags and frames. Hi, Adeline. And then we have our 12 by 12. And I'm not going to open these just because I feel like we've shown this a few different times. So I want to save our time to make sure that we cover everything. This is the kit for your album kit. Isn't that so, so pretty? You can see why the button is those little white pumpkins. So it comes with all the directions, and we do try and make sure that we run through at least one of the card kits or the album for you guys on a Saturday. I'm not promising anything right now, but I will say they sure are pretty. They're all unique little pages with they've created these with tuck-ins with their little triangle sections for each one of these, and then you have a beautiful layout. Look at all those different sections to your waterfall. Actually, this might be the card set. That looks like a card set, but the album's in the back. So let's see. What does it say? If you had fun creating this album, the floating gatefold card shown below. Yep, there you go. There's that gatefold card. That's the card set that we got to go with the album. So look at how full that album looks by the time you're all done. You'll have every piece set up, ready to go for your pictures or sayings or writings. Sometimes we think of albums as just pictures because of scrapbooking for as long as we've had, but you can make them anything you want, from recipe books to just maybe writing and jotting down some thoughts that maybe. Have you had somebody that bugs you about telling your story, your life story? Yes, my grandmother used to complain that we always were bugging her. But we really loved her stories growing up and getting to know who she was as a little girl. And they're invaluable. And she was the only one that could tell them the way that she was able to tell them. So to be able to have that and be able to pass along little notes of thoughts and memories, journaling may be a wonderful gift for somebody. Okay. in our card set, we have A2 cards. And I'm going to put everything back in this bag so that I can keep the album separate from the card. Okay, so we have our A2s. There should be 6 in the set. Yep. Our little button. Little fox. How cute. Okay, we've got our ephemera. And our album didn't have ephemera in it. They used the tags and frames. So your rub-ons. Your 8x8s. And then your instructions. So look at those. Aren't they so pretty? Each one of those cards is going to be a floating gatefold. So the idea is that you're going to put your gatefold together, and it even has a little pop-up on the inside. And then on the outside, you have a floating piece right through here. I believe, let me look at it right side up here. It gives you the fronts for each of them, and it looks like it also, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so your directions, they're all the same because they're very similar as far as how you put them together. And so the differences are up and down, your vertical versus your horizontal. So these are going to give you the directions for doing a vertical. They've given you also directions for a second vertical, and then they give you one for a horizontal. That's the end. Here's the beginning over here on this page still. So it then gives you the pictures for both the inside and the outside of the rest of the 3 cards. So if you just put the directions that you used for your vertical or horizontal and use these pieces, it will give you 6. And I will tell you that I've used these again and again, and you can make so many cards more than just 6. There are lots of different ways to use it, and you've got tons left over. You could just continue making more vertical and horizontal, but you can also go and do something different with them. Does anyone have celebrate all month?
What's her birthday?
I like that. Emma, we finally had the opportunity to go and celebrate her birthday with her. We had done something small, but she had gotten sick on her birthday and just was kind of miserable and didn't feel great, and just getting her back into school again and the process, it wasn't very easy. So we decided that we were going to take her and have some fun and give her a birthday present. And so we went to a place called Great Wolf Lodge, which there are several throughout the country, but they basically have indoor water parks and then other things to go along with it. There are rooms and rooms and rooms and rooms full of children. And so guess what? You don't have to ever worry about whether you're making more noise than the place next door, because everybody understands that you're there with children. And it's amazing. The kids go running down the hall and you want to say, "Oh, I'm so sorry, excuse me." And one parent said, "Oh, it's not like my kid just didn't do the same thing." So it was fun, and it was a great little break. And she got to then enjoy her birthday in November, and her birthday was a couple of days towards the end of September. So it took us that long to get to the point where we were going to be able to do something with her. So we were very glad, and she had a fun time. So that is what we did. These do not show up very well, guys, but I will tell you right now that these are beautiful. We've used them in lots and lots of cards in the past Christmases. Over the last few years, because I kept having these handy, but they were never in the system. So I kept giving them to Debbie so that she could use them because she wanted something for Christmas. And this is what they were. So if you have liked her Christmas card sayings before, you can see Merry, Merry Christmas, Christmas, Seasons Greetings, and it's written out a few times. And then at the very bottom, it also says Merry and Christmas, but it's just a different style. So here's Christmas and here's Merry. So you get 2 of each style. So 6 total. No, I can't. 2, 4, yes, 6 total of your Merry Christmas, Seasons Greetings, and then the smaller version of Merry Christmases. And it comes with the silver glitter and the gold glitter. So you can see the gold much easier. How did that just happen? It's amazing. But aren't they so pretty? And I love them. They're one of my favorites, and they are for sale in the store. So if you are somebody that likes silver the way that Debbie likes silver during the winter, I will tell you that there are less of the silver in the store than the gold, but both are widely used at Christmas time. So please hop on over to the store and pick these up, because once they're gone, they're gone. We can't get any more of them. So I finally figured out where and what and how to put them on a listing. So they were something that we'd had in the store, but just never had ended up getting it on the system. So it was on my list of things to do. So that is new, and for What's New Wednesday. And then these are one of the items that we've had in stock before, but they are back in stock again. There are pressed lavender, and I believe it's 24 pieces. So beautiful, beautiful. So this is our Craft Interactive Folio album. We've had them before, and I know that Debbie has shown you these. You get to use and put in what you want into your album and how you want it to go in your album. And this will give you different sections of the pages of the album to put them up against, and you can decide how you want that format to go. I really like that idea, because you're not sure maybe what you're starting with when you get an album, and then you're having to make it fit to the way that they've created it. And this way you get to create it together, to put it together yourself and know, okay, this is where I want this piece, or hey, I really like this on this page. So it's nice to have them set up that way. And again, this is where our Deconstructive Trifold Waterfall Folio album is also been done differently than it used to be. So you've got your 3 folds, but then you have your different types of waterfalls in different spaces, so you can create your pages however you want them to be. So maybe you want your pictures to fold out from these 2 outer spaces, and then you can fill the middle of your album with all your folios, or your waterfalls, or you can maybe even just put a big picture in the back. So that is what we've got. We got more of our letters to Santa in stock. P.S. I love you. We have the full collector's edition of the Mother Goose. And as you guys know, the collections versus our more recent, you have them all broken out into separates. But each of these, this one is a collection pack as well. So it comes with your stickers in the back. This one is a collector's edition, which is a little bit bigger than just a collection. And this comes with both your chipboards and your stickers in it. And then this also is one Make a Splash, and it's the collection pack with the stickers in the back. So that is everything that we have for today in What's New Wednesday. There is some more that I believe is still on its way. Like I said, that Celebrate the Seasons is, we still do not have the 12 by 12 in, but I believe that they're actually in the back there. So I believe that they should be in the system now. If not in the system by Friday, then it will probably be the next week. This is going to be our featured product for this week. I do not have a price. It will follow with the newsletter email, and you should see that coming through. I'm going to say by tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. Give Debbie some time to be able to do it. That seems good timing. This is part of a live stream kit that we had, and we have the magazine set. And I don't want to mistakenly say this. I believe that we may still have some live stream kits. But again, I don't want to mistakenly say that. So I will have to look a little bit more into that and let Debbie know that we talked about both the magazine and the live stream options. So these are our tattered lace. They come with, the magazine comes with an embossing folder. It comes with the dies to be able to cut out the flowers. All ribbons and stickers and printouts would come, and the pearls would come with a live stream set, or you can purchase them separately as well. So, does anybody have any questions? Anything? Did we do that class before? Yes, Irene, we did. We did this class before. So if you did not pick up a live stream set, this would be a good time to do it. And the magazine as well. So if you don't want to have all the papers and things roaming around, you can just have the magazine and then you get your free downloads from it. So you can do it that way too. It's totally up to you. I think I haven't given you too long to answer those statements of comments or questions. But so in order to give you a little bit of extra time, please hit a thumbs up for us. Please let us know what your favorite item was maybe today on the bottom of in your comments. When you're done, hit refresh, and then you can make a comment and it will go through and tell us what your favorite one was. And I already had a call out for that Celebrate the Season. The ephemera especially, I think, is beautiful and can be used in so many different ways. So with that, I think we should be good. Okie dokie. Thank you guys. Have a great rest of your evening, and we'll talk with you soon. Bye.